Hi. I just thought I would come on because I haven't been very visible for a while, and I just thought I would. I was guided just to pull some cards and do a reading. So if you haven't seen me before and you're on my page, I'm Sally J. Francis at sallyjfrancis.com, and I'm the author of the book called Remember Who You Truly Are. Thank you for everybody that shared my video or shared my book and has written a review. Blown away with the reviews, thank you so much. And also on Goodreads, people are starting to write them on Goodreads as well, which is really kind of you. So yeah, if you care to do that, I would be massively grateful at this time as well. And if you care to share the video, I'd also be really grateful. So I just thought I would, again, I've always only ever come on Facebook Live now when I feel really guided to come on. And I just thought I would pull some cards, just to kind of ask what was needed on my page and for the collective. And I just thought I would pull some cards. So I'm not going to get into anything that's going on in the world. I don't think that's my mission kind of going forward. And you can make up your own stories about everything that's going on. But what I feel is that we very much need to stay on our own paths at the minute and remember. I think what I was feeling today was remember why we're here, and remember the kind of like the moral consciousness that you've come in here with in the world and why you're here. And I think it's really powerful just to come back to ourselves. I've done an awful lot of integration. I've been very quiet, very silent, and almost kind of like listening. And I often go through, and I'm sure other people do too, there are times when what I get, and I'm sure other people are doing this too, where things come up to come out. If you're an empath, you would have felt a lot of this collective stuff of the world. So there may have been tears, there may have been things come up from this lifetime, from past lifetimes. There may be trauma that might have been coming up. There may be, I get the words like chaos coming up around things, but you also might be picking up the energy of what is going on around in the collective. Know that that's not yours. All right. And if you are a full-blown empath, you will be picking up energy and things. So be very, very mindful at this time who you connect with, who you surround yourself with, and who you listen to. And I think they're the three things really that I would say. And I get the word boundaries too. So be really aware of your boundaries. Be really aware of what you read, what you look at, and also what you say. And everything I'm saying to you, I'm saying to myself. And I think we need to be very mindful of that. And I'm not coming in as a guru or a teacher even, but I kind of come in as a guide at some level. When I do readings and when I do coaching with people, I never tell anyone what to do. But I reflect back to them, and I was thinking about this the other day. Why am I here? What was my life all about? I almost like come in as the observer and the reflector at some level of people. And I've always come here to inspire and to encourage. And at this time particularly, we are pulling in resilience and courage that may have come from this lifetime, but also kind of being told all our experiences and all the things we've gone through in this lifetime, but also maybe even like past lives or past like ancestral lifetimes too, as well. I'm trained in science, as many of you kind of know. I was a teacher. But we are spirits in bodies, as well. So, and I don't think there's anybody who is in this world at some level who doesn't at some level understand that kind of, we're all a different kind of abilities. I've been talking to people as I've been going out the last few days. I don't personally believe anyone is above anybody else. I really, really don't. And I think it's one of my messages come in is that humans, if we really, really remember and think about it, we all come here with different skills and abilities and different jobs and different intelligences, gifts, talents, etc. And we're all needed in the collective energy. And I feel very much like animals and plants, that we are all needed like that at this time particularly. So, it's about really remembering that, really, but really coming back into our kind of wisdom and our own kind of soul wisdom of really why we're here. So I just thought I'd pull some cards. I pulled them already, and I just thought I would show them really. So first of all, I've got breakthrough. So you might be at the energy of a kind of breakthrough. You also, as I'm looking at that card, there might be kind of like a breakout energy, and there is like a white light kind of coming in and coming through there. So this could be something that is happening around you now. It could have been happening in the last 6 months, or it could be in the future that there is some kind of breakout energy. It could be that you're breaking out of a relationship. It could be that you're breaking out of a job. It could be breaking out of the mold of who you thought you were, that kind of thing. And that different gifts, abilities, skills may be even coming in. So that there may be that kind of energy that might resonate with somebody here. Whenever you're reading this message will be the right time. That's what I get as well around this. I will upload these to YouTube actually too. I'm starting to put my YouTube channel up now more. And I've got so the next one I've got is creativity. And like kind of all the colours of the rainbow, maybe the chakra colours, that kind of thing. You may be called, if you are creative, to kind of get more into your creative energy, but it's also about being creative, maybe as an entrepreneur, maybe in business, that kind of thing, using your creative ability to come up with new ways, new methods, new things, even to be use your creative ability to be more resourceful at this time, that kind of thing. Also being guided to say about planting crops and flowers and that kind of thing. So that kind of creative ability is going to be needed very much. Hi, nice to see you. Hi, Jane. Hi, Sue. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, nice to see you here today. Thank you. I put if you're on my page, I don't know if you choose to watch it. I saw an amazing video last night of this woman, not quite remember where she was actually from, but who had kind of gone off grid somewhere. They built a little tiny house, and she'd had a kind of acre or two of land and started planting. Literally, it was amazing to see what they did in a year. And I thought, wow, I wish I was like her age again. I mean, I've planted gardens and bits and pieces in my lifetime, done like 3 gardens and things. But I thought, wow, it's just quite incredible how, out of nothing, something can really come really quickly. And it really inspired me actually as well, because I think we all need some inspiration. So I will be sharing more kind of things around that as well. It's amazing one to watch. She's really lovely energy, really, really gorgeous. Anyway, the next card I got is projections. So be very careful at what's projected onto you at the moment, what you're reading in the media, that kind of thing. These projections, be careful, again, around energy. What's yours? What's other people's? It's really about kind of checking in to what are your, get kind of like thought forms around things, particularly at the moment. So be very mindful of projections in the environment, that kind of thing. I've got the card of ripeness. It's interesting because that's come up too, and it's like fruit and fruit trees, and having seen that video yesterday. So things might be ripening. It could also be about fruit coming into things coming into fruition, maybe as well. Things ripening under the radar, that kind of thing. But also kind of about, I don't know, ripeness. You'll know what that is about if you're intuitive. So that means something to you. There's more to that than meets the eye. I'm not being told everything about the one, but there's more to that than meets the eye at the moment. I have got the card of abundance. I've always said this. So even whatever we're hearing in the universe, in the world, there is so much abundance to do with absolutely everything. And abundance may not be literally monetary, but there's abundance of thought, feeling, people, that kind of thing. It's very much trying to connect into communities, sharing skills, sharing, things. I met some men the other day that were setting up like a man shed project or something where they're all going to get together. There's a lot of these like community hubs that are forming and people getting together. So don't think that you have to kind of wait for your council or you know, people to do things. People are getting together. Little hubs are forming of people who are coming together with resources and that kind of thing. Don't be afraid to branch out and try different things. There's a lot of abundance in the world. There's a lot of abundance of help. There's a lot of... don't feel you're on your own either. I get very much with that. There's abundance of people who will help you. If you feel alone or afraid, speak out. Reach out to people, particularly at this time as well, for guidance. So that's coming into... I get with that, be mindful of who you connect with around guidance, particularly at this time. No one needs anyone shaming, blaming, judging people at this time. Be very, very careful of people that you take guidance from. You should always be uplifted, particularly by someone who comes into your sphere at the moment. If that's not happening, then, you know, you have the off switch. You don't have to be looking on Facebook. You don't have to look on Instagram. Be really mindful of how much your time is spent getting caught in patterns and systems and things that they want you to get you caught in as well at the moment. I get integration. So it's like the tower symbol. There is dark in the world and there is also light. Through the dark, the light always comes through, and I was kind of seeing that at the moment too. So again, whatever you're reading, the media, you know, people are surviving, I'm being told, you know, all over the world without TVs, without the internet, carrying on their lives, and it's still happening. And again, what you focus on grows particularly. I've got the swan energy here. Particularly, oh, it's interesting, the diamond energy, that was kind of coming back in for me too. So yeah, a diamond is only formed through great pressure. So if you're feeling that you have been under great pressure at the moment, often is a kind of integration process as well. You know, our ancestors, they went through stuff. I get with that too, you know, wherever you're at the moment. And I had the kind of energy of like a flat tower. So if you feel deflated at the moment, if you're tired at the minute, don't worry. You know, life is like this. Things come in cycles. And often, I think that's through the integration process, is often when you're having a downtime or resting phase, which is what we all need to do, you know, it could be months where you felt down and out, or you're crying, or things are coming up and coming out. These can be just times where you're just like integrating, letting go of stuff, and the next phase and stage is coming. And I feel I've been very much in a stage like that, particularly after my mother passing. And this happens with all of us. Life is cycles. And life is cycles with animals and trees and flowers and birds and that kind of thing. And it's just the same with us. We are part of nature. And the last card I get is trust. So trust that where you are at the moment is exactly where you're meant to be. And, you know, there is kind of flight happening. I get 4 around this, and I've been guided to that. So in the next 4 months, it's amazing what you could take off with, really. And I don't know, I'm being it's about flying. Flying is going to change. Things to do with flights and flying is going to change very much in the future. I get around that. But being also guided that don't worry about that. You know, ancestors didn't fly. And there's been a big thing about, you know, having to go around the world. But actually, sometimes, you know, there's a lot of things are on the doorstep. And it could be, I've been guided, is that where you think you might want to have a holiday abroad and you're missing out, actually, if you look around the corner, or not far from you, 50 miles from you, 100 miles from you, there might be great gems or places that you could travel to as well. So there is something about that as well, really. I feel there's great change coming for people. And I'm guided to kind of, you look at your astrology as well at this time. So I just thought I'd do a really quick reading. And my book is out there called Remember Who You Truly Are. So if you care to share the video or tell friends about my book, I'd be massively grateful at this time. I have another book that I've nearly finished writing. And so lovely to see you, and thanks so much. and I hope you're having a really lovely afternoon. Continue to, I get the words, have faith, hope and grace at the moment. And an affirmation just coming in is like, I am strong, I am powerful, I am healthy, I am open to abundance in the universe and open to surprises that are for my highest good at this time. So I hope that helps you. Lots of love. Take care. I'm around for readings and coaching, soul plans and EFT, which is tapping, at sallyjfrancis.com. Okay, bye for now. Take care. Lots of love.